What's up, my fellow Lunatics? It's the CrazyRunt here, and I'm back with some more Dark Souls 2 without further ado. I love that rhyme. Let's get right into it. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Yeah, I'm streaming. Don't freaking say I'm not streaming. Okay, let's get right into it. Put it into 2 hours, and my ass is going straight through Birth of Souls, and we'll just see how that goes. This is literally the worst. Dude, did I not even respawn at that? Oh my god, what if I did? Okay, thankfully there's a bonfire right here. I probably just lit and didn't respawn the damn thing. Dumbass. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's exactly what I did. Okay. Now, I gotta think. One moment, please. Bro, if I get claimed for that little bit of audio that played, who the fuck am I kidding? I don't care about it anymore. Back to just being a damn hobby. Okay, we're good. Let's keep going. Okay, we don't gotta explore nothing. We just gotta go straight. And not really point me just talking as there. Yeah, I figured it was more. I'm just like. Yeah, I'm just beyond giving a shit. I just make a beeline for the bosses. Oh, you know, I don't think I'm gonna replay that Predator game. Because I got it. What up? Boy. Careful, careful. Oh shit. I've already gone through 6 of these. And then a new horde of skeletons. Nah, dude, like, the bosses in Dark Souls 1, while they're not perfect, they are way better than Dark Souls 2. Like, I know I've complained about, I'll complain about any Souls game. I'll just be honest, like, I have bitched and whined about any Souls game I have played. Hell, I was bitching about the first Berserker is on today. And, like, I'm having a blast playing that game. See, here's the thing, I bitch about bullshit, and that's the thing about Dark Souls. There's just so much bullshit. Like, you can get killed easily by getting ganged up on. It pisses me off. My guy is like... This is the... Oh, shit, these guys. Alright, nice. It's like, I think I would rather be playing Dark Souls 3 because I just enjoy that one more. Like, see, here's the thing. Did I bitch a lot about my Ichigo build in Dark Souls 1? Yes, I did. However, if I was using my regular build in Dark Souls 1, I would be having a blast and I would very rarely be bitching. And, like, I don't know how horrible my build for Ichigo is going to be in Dark Souls 3. But here's the thing, I know I at least have a preferred build in Dark Souls 3. I know I have a preferred build in Dark Souls 1. I have a preferred build in Demon Souls now. I got a preferred build in Elden Ring. Now, there's tons of builds in Elden Ring that I love playing as, because most of them are like anime based or even like game based, like Dante from Devil May Cry. I freaking love that one. Like, here is the thing. There is absolutely no builds I love in Dark Souls 1. Not one. This is my most overpowered build of all time, and I cannot stand it.
I never put
Or I still can't stand this game.
Many have knowing.
Sorry, Toots, you ain't got nothing I want. I got so many amazing items. I got 2 overpowered weapons. I'm dual wielding them. My health is maxed out. Bro, I'm actually confident about my chances in Dark Souls. Now, true, it could be very difficult for my Ichigo build in Dark Souls 3. However, I do give myself a pass. Even though if I can't dual wield in the game, then I can just pretend using his true Bankai, which is legit, because Ichigo does have a great sword. Nah, not yet, but it should be fun. I just gotta find like a big ass sword. I'm busy pulling something this guy can still hit. But yeah, let me think. Let's see, here's the thing, I can use whatever build I want while I'm making my Ichigo build. I'm gonna give myself that because it's just hard to make a build. So, I already know the meta build I need, but for the weapons, I'm gonna go with these twin great swords you can find in the Ring City DLC. Now, you can't get them until like near the end. So, luckily I can just grind and do whatever the hell I want until I get my hands on them, but once I get my hands on them, I can only use them for the rest of the game. Unless I want to substitute for like an ultra great sword, which I'm allowed to do. Even the size difference doesn't make sense. I'm allowed to do that because Ichigo does have a true Bankai sword. Like for this game, I use this one. I know it doesn't look as big as the other two, but this one as well. But I'm going with this one because it's like one of the most broken weapons in game, and but I'm only doing like dual wield because like the hitboxes in this game are ass. I mean like ass. The only reason I'm using these two is because I got like such good range. Here we go. I'm gonna use this sword for a bit just to show it off. Like, here we go. We got this Y-hand. I just gotta use this Y-hander real quick. Let me just go ahead. Alright, I think that's like some sort of counter. What's his R2? Okay, yeah. The R2 is like a thrusting stab attack. That's okay. Although in Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3, it's a downward slam attack. So that's pretty cool. And yeah. Yeah, this is not my go-to sword. I'm just showing it off. Alright, this is supposed to be like his true Bankai sword because it kind of looks like it, and in the Brave Souls game, his aura when he was using this was blue and black, so I think it's a good cheap sword, and it's like one of the best great swords in the game. Actually, you know, it's funny, like, look how big this thing is. It is clarified as an ultra great Valkyrie. Dude, see, how did I miss when my opponent hit? Does. Like, we got the guts knockoff right here, but even that's not that powerful. This is the original one from the first boss in the game. We haven't run into him yet. It's pretty cool. I gotta like just like I'm not gonna break the build, but since I actually got someone here watching, I'm just gonna show you real quick. Yeah, you can two-hand these. Oh, my bad. My bad. I can't two-hand them. No, you absolutely can two-hand these weapons. I promise you, you can two-hand them. I just can't two-hand them because his stats aren't good enough to two-hand. I think my other character is... Yeah, I think I gotta have like 60 strength. I think to dual wield any kind of weapon, you need to have like something of your stats, like... What are the stats requirements on this thing? Okay, so 40... There's no way my strength is like 80 or something. I don't know. I know for a fact you can dual wield this sword. I know, bro. I know, dude. Dude, I know. Like, I can't even begin. Dude, I wanted to do this entire grind because Ichigo, with his true Shikai form, is my absolute favorite form. When I found out I could dual wield weapons in Dark Souls 2, I was like, kick ass! I love dual wielding weapons. Like, you wanna know why Leonardo was my favorite Ninja Turtle? Because he has 2 swords. That was it. I gotta get back to my other... Like, I don't wanna be that guy, but damn, I gotta get back to it. Okay, so like... I don't know. Yeah, you see that little motion he does? That right there? That means he can dual wield. You don't have to dual wield, but you can. Yeah, I'm doing it for the extra damage and shit. But you can dual wield. Like, that's a cool, unique moveset from dual wielding a Taurus's greatsword. That was when... And you can, like, still use their... Like, here's the thing. This is why I went with these 2 swords to represent Ichigo's true Shikai. Because, like... Just like the custom moves you can use with these weapons, it's so freaking cool. Now that L2 attack, okay, so like here's the thing. You can use both the Moonlight, oh god, no, oh shit. That is the first time I've ever been hit with that thing. No until Odahime. Shit. Okay, that's the first time that's ever happened to me. Bankai. Alright, nice. Okay, yeah, I know I still have my shit. Like, there was no way I'd lost all my shit. I would have rage quit the game so fucking hard. Oh yeah, he doesn't have any, like, okay, he doesn't have any gloves on either. I'm giving him these boots because they got insane stats. Let's see, third dragon ring. Racing knuckle ring 2, we need that for sure. Let's see, the ring of blades 2, so our swords do extra damage. Oh, and this ring, obviously. Go ahead and do this. But yeah, dude, I'm done. I'm done with Dark Souls 2. The next time I play this shit is just when I do a Dante build. It's up to you, bro, but I'm just telling you, I grinded my ass off. I went with the Twin Blade meta thinking it might be easier. It's not. There is no such thing as easy in this fucking game. It drives me nuts. Like, for every good thing, there's like 1,000 bad things. Like, look at my level. Look at my level, bro. Look how many souls I've collected in this game. I got my health up, I got my endurance up to 50, my vitality up to 40, my strength is at 52, and that also helps with my hits. My dex is at 40, my adaptability is at 40, my intelligence and faith are at 20. I'm using 2 +5 weapons. I got a +2 ring that increases my blade's damage. Extra stamina ring. The third dragon ring, which increases my stamina and and my equip load. And this ring keeps my weapons from breaking faster. So I can spam their special abilities more. And I'm still getting my ass whooped. I'm trying to eat some Cheetos. It's hard to tell Cheetos with a spoon. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, I know it's weird, but I eat chips with a spoon. I do it all the time because I don't want to have to wash my fucking hands every time I eat some chips, you know? So I got an idea when I was eating some dry cereal one day. I'm like, huh. So I started eating my chips with a spoon. I've been doing it for years so I can keep my hands clean. That way I don't have to waste time, wolfing down, and then I can snack and game at the same time. The only time I eat with my hands is when it's like a good meal or something like that, you know? Like when I go out and get takeout, I'm like, obviously that's gonna be messy. Or when it's like pizza, ain't no way in hell I can eat pizza and stay clean. Oh boy. Yeah, my level. Dude, oh my god, my level. Ugh. Got your ass. Exactly, like, dude, I gotta buy my own shit. Like, I don't know how I used to be with my PS2 controller or even my PS3 controller, but when I started playing with PS4 controllers and PS5 controllers, like, I was just, like, especially my PS5 controller. I keep that shit nice and clean. I'd rather people think I'm weird for eating my chips and most of my other food with a spoon than have to take a break for a long time and just be boring as hell, or have to get a new controller. Alright, let's go ahead and respawn. Yeah, I can understand this. I'm not even trying to be a dickhead in this game, but I have played so many Dark Souls games. Like, this one just drives me absolutely nuts. Like, at least in Sekiro, it's easier to get to the bosses, and I feel like the bosses are easier. Well, okay, that's a debate right there, but I mean, like, with Sekiro, I can just run past the enemies and go straight to the boss. I can just do that. Like, it's stealthy, and I can just hit straight to the boss. But like, I've always raged at every Dark Souls game, and none of them have get me going more than this one. Like, every other Dark Souls game, I'll have a moment where I just feel like a genuine badass, like, yeah! This game, I'm just like, are we fucking done yet? The Dark Lurker. Dark fucking Lurker for sure. Getting it to is a pain. Like, every game. Like, let me think about this. Okay, I'm gonna try to name, like, my favorite bosses, my least favorite bosses and the boss that raged me the most from each Souls game. Okay, so from Demon Souls, my favorite boss is, and I have played Demon Souls recently. Oh yes, dude. Oh my god, I hated her. Like, you're talking to the king of simps here. Even this hot nun had me wanting to freaking absolutely lose my motherfucking mind. Alright, let me Demon Souls, and I just recently, I got done playing it a while ago. I don't know how long ago I played Demon Souls, but I discovered a new weapon. Yeah, I decided to try the large sword of searching because I thought it looked like a good true Shikai sword, and it did. And I have fallen in love with this weapon. I do not want any other weapon in Demon Souls. I might replay Demon Souls for the hell of it now just because of this weapon. The only thing I hate about Demon Souls is I gotta kill the Dark Lord before I can get this awesome weapon. Oh yeah, like this bitch. You wonder why I lit up that windmill? Because if I didn't, there would be a whole mountain of poison in here. We would be taking damage. Yeah, I got lucky that I found that out. Yeah, you gotta be super careful in this game as well because you don't want to waste your stamina. I've already used 4S. Dude! Oh, get out of the bush. Get out of the when you stun bosses, you don't even get a visceral. Well, I don't. They didn't do that in the other two games, so I guess we. See, dude, her tail did that much damage. She swings with her weapon, and I take extra damage from her tail. I'm like, what? Alright, let's hit it. Plus, this makes 0 sense. Okay, so think about how the windmill we came into, right? Yeah, what's above this tower that we're in? The sky. Okay, now let's go into this elevator. Let's see where it goes. Ah, here we are. Now let's, yeah. Where in the blue fucking hell did this all come from? Like, seriously, where did all this come from? But yeah, in Demon Souls, my favorite weapon is the large sword of searching. Is the boss weapon of the. I think his name is like Nameless Hero. I don't know, like he's both an easy and a hard boss. It depends if you have the Thief Ring or not. If you have the Thief Ring, you just gotta be patient, hit him a few times, run away, and it's pretty much an easy fight. I mean, sometimes you could get hit if you're too greedy and take some damage, but just don't be greedy. But yeah, this weapon does insane bleed. Does it bleed damage? Which I tried using like the Blood Urge. It's like some serrated greatsword in Demon Souls, and I remember it being a big deal in Elden Ring, but it sucked. Yeah, it absolutely. I tried to use the Blood Urge in Demon Souls. It just sucked. So I didn't really care about bleed builds. And I remember I used the katana on my first playthrough, and I couldn't even get bleed with that thing. So I'm like, forget it. Bleed sucks in this game. And then I get my hands on the large sword of searching, and dude, it is so much better. It's as big as a freaking claymore, but it's as fast as a dagger. Like, this weapon was perfect. And you know, in Demon Souls, you don't get the Estus Flask, so you gotta find all these, like, different versions of leaves to eat to restore your health. The large sword of searching increases your item discovery, so basically it helps you get more medical leaves to eat and stuff. And it did make my character look pretty badass, and it was good enough to look like Ichigo's true Shikai sword. Like, I have the build on my channel if you wanna go see it. Okay, well first you gotta go to, okay, it's gonna take me a minute here, think about it. Okay, so first you gotta go to one of the worlds with like, okay, you gotta go to the world with all the mining stuff in it, like it's like a mine and everything. And bit of advice, use like a pickaxe or a blunt weapon, because those will just do insane damage to the enemies of that area, or a spear. Like, regular attacks don't work, but like, I think thrusting and smash attacks really hurt them. I don't know. I remember trying to use my normal weapons, it didn't do shit. But then I used like a spear or a pickaxe, and for some reason that did ass amounts of damage. But yeah, you gotta go to this mine place. First you gotta beat the armor spider, and then you gotta beat the flame lurker, and that's one of the best / hardest bosses in the game. You're gonna need some like sticky white goo. Yes, that's an actual item in game that you rub on your weapon to give it magical damage. It's flame lurker's weakness. And just being near Flame Lurker is just, like, Flame Lurker is just a hard boss, so, yeah. But you need to kill Flame Lurker so you can craft boss weapons in the first place. Once you beat the Flame Lurker, then it doesn't get any easier because you gotta go to this world full of, like, it's just like a, oh man, that Demon Souls world is just so freaking hard, dude. Like, you gotta go to this world where it's like raining, and all around you are these rolling skeletons. Like, the trick is to fight them one by one, and then like seriously, you gotta bait these guys one at a time. If you try to fight them all at once, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. And here's the thing: like, you have, I can't even begin to describe how I dealt with them. I think you just, yeah, okay. You gotta block them, and you gotta wait for them to like freaking just get done swinging at you. Like, that's the only way you're gonna be able to deal with these guys. This is why I hate Dark Souls 2. Like, they just keep rolling and rolling at you, so like your best option is to just block their attacks and then just wait for them to stop attacking. But I think they do like stop attacking sooner or later, and once they do, you just gotta attack them. Oh, and then you're still not safe because flying all around you are a bunch of stingrays that can fly, and they keep shooting magic crystals at you, so it's like you gotta Usain Bolt through that bitch. And there's like either like powerful skeletons on a tight narrow passage, or there's freaking stingrays shooting magic at you. Yeah, both actually, there's both. And then you gotta deal with these overpowered phantoms who shoot magic at you and keep respawning these powerful enemies throughout the area. Like once you, yeah, those guys. And then once you kill like this Reaper in the area, they all just die. But you gotta get through all these tight narrow passages in a cave and respawn to your death. And just getting one-shotted by these things. But like once you get through like a cave, Like, you should be good. You should run into the old hero, or the nameless hero, whatever his name is. But when you fight him, take the thief ring. Like, look up a video, look for the thief ring. It'll make your life easier against this guy. Like, best meta tip I can give you for starting Demon Souls is get the Winged Spear. I think you can get the Winged Spear as soon as you want. Like, you just gotta beat, like, a few bosses, I think, and you should be good. Bro, where's my bow at? Where's my bow? I can use a bow because Ichigo is. Oh, for God's sakes, this damn thing unequipped all my shit. I can use a bow because Ichigo is half Quincy. Oh crap. Yeah, like, I'm trying to stay as faithful to the build as possible, but literally, I'm not going to take just a bunch of damage for the fucking hell of it. Yeah, like in Dark Souls 2, I think if you just do a mage build, you should be fine, but that's what pisses me off, because, like, I don't do magic. I'm a fucking melee guy. I don't mind magic. Dude, let me do some freaking melee up in here. Okay, like, I'm not gonna try to fight any other bosses except for the must bosses, because I don't have Ichigo's iconic outfit, and I gotta kill, like, the, what's it called? Throne Watcher and Defender to get the rest of his outfit. Dude, see, I'm ready to attack, and then I get shot with a freaking arrow. Yeah, I did do magic in the Elden Ring, I ain't gonna lie. I did it for my Rimmer and Tempest build. I didn't stream that, I was just playing for fun. And my character like Rimmer. Wait, did I play this to a stream? I have no idea. Oh, that's the Elden Ring video I did was. Are you freaking kidding me, bro? At my level, this is just New Game Plus, and all these enemies are just coming out of nowhere just to hit. Oh my god, that's why I hate this level. This is why I saved it for last. I know how much I freaking hated this spot. And the attempts to open those doors will be a nightmare. But yeah, okay, so now that I've done talked about that, let me go ahead and think. Okay, so my favorite boss in Demon Souls, and by the way, when I ever say Demon Souls, I do mean the remake. Like, I don't know how faithful it is to the original one, but I never did play the original on PS3, so I'm just going off of the remake. Okay, so my absolute favorite boss in Demon Souls. Okay, you know, I'm actually going to start with, like, the one that drove me nuts the most, my least favorite. And I'm only doing that because it's probably just going to be the same damn boss. Okay, so my least favorite boss has got to be the... It's the Dragon God. Yeah, there's not even a contest there. I fucking hated that boss. That thing looks so big, cool, and epic, and how do we, this powerful warrior who got killed by this creature, yes, we do get killed by it. 2 red phantoms just waiting for my ass in here. I gotta go down there. Alright, Alright, we learned one. Bro, are you serious right now? Oh, that is a tough one. I know, bro, I know. Autocorrect and shit like that. I have to deal with autocorrect all the fucking time. Let's see. For me, personally, it's either from Elden Ring or Dark Souls 3 Deer or oh shit. Well, I just remember like telling me she was really hard to fight. Don't you fucking fall over? Don't you fall over? Oh yeah, to me that dragon looks like Destroya. Which is kind of funny that these two dragons from Elden Ring went at it, and both of them kind of remind me of like Godzilla's greatest enemies. Which is funny, you know, my whole life I always thought Space Godzilla was Godzilla's greatest enemy. Haha, yeah. Yeah, honestly, I have no idea. If I was told I had to fight any of the dragons from all the Dark Soul games and I get like $1,000 for doing it again, like, I would be sitting there for a while trying to figure out which one I would have the easiest time beating, and that's not easy for me to think about at all. Like, if I had to fight Calamity from Dark Souls 1, like, even if I was at my most meta, New Game Plus, like, I would not want to fight any of these dragons. Like, Calamity, I don't fight Calamity anymore because, like, it's just a BS side quest to fight her anyway, and she's just a dragon minding her own business, so I kind of hate that I have to go out of my way to get someone to shoot her out of the sky. But Midir, he doesn't get a pass in Dark Souls 3 because he's making my life a living hell. Tired DLC, so if anything, he wanted the smoke with me. Yeah, like, to get the blue version of this guy's sword, you gotta fight him again in the DLC. And his horns are curved upwards, so it's kinda like... You gotta be careful, you take damage when you get close to him. When he's all burning up like that. Oh yeah, I have never, and I mean I have never fought the dragon in this game, so that's a hard pass. Like, I have a sacred rule when it comes to playing a Dark Souls game. If my enemy requires me to hit them first to engage in a boss battle, I just don't hit them. I think the first time I ever encountered this was in Bloodborne. I was like boss hunting, and I was like, wait, I gotta hit this thing to make it fight me? But it's just sitting here, ain't bothering nobody. I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna go. You take care of whatever you're supposed to be. But I'm the same with Priscilla. I always go to visit Priscilla on Dark Souls 1. Like, I'll go to meet her for the first time, and then I'll go back and see her right before I go fight Gwen to end the game. I never once fight her. Son of a bitch. Alright, at least we got the W. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to be boss hunting until I got the rest of Ichigo's outfit, but there is a bonfire up here, so we're just going to go ahead and do the bonfire. But yeah, the dragon from Dark Souls 2 is out. I don't even think... yeah, there is a dragon in this game. But nah, they would probably say, no, it has to be like the ancient dragon from Dark Souls 2, and I'll be like, and I'm skipping that one, because I'm not fighting the ancient dragon. He's a cool guy with a cool group of guards just minding their own business. He's just chilling. I'm not gonna fight the guy. He ain't doing nothing to me. It's not like in Skyrim where we just trade blows and bro's like, alright, enough. Go one. Like, if it was like that, that'd be different, but like, I'm not gonna freaking just hit the guy. Yeah, there's only one boss. There's only supposed to be one of these guys here. You motherfucker. Oh, he's still there. Boom, motherfuckers. Okay, so he can hit through the wall. I can't. Ain't that a bit? Really? Really? Dude, did you see that? See, this is what I hate about Dark Souls 2. Dude, you can find so many reasons why people hate this game on YouTube. Dude, exactly. Exactly. Where the hell did he go? Did he fall off the cliff or something? Whatever. I'm gonna try to bait this guy. Got your ass. Yeah, I have no idea what's down there. Nor do I care. Nor do I care. Like I said, I do not care at all about looking for anything. My build is set up. I know where the rest of my outfit's gonna come from. Oh my god, what really makes me so sad is I know I got a lot of the DLC to go through. I'm like, oh no. Yeah, I am so worried about the freaking DLC, dude. Because like, even when I was playing that, like the level my guy's at now, like I maybe jump like, I'm gonna give myself right, maybe 5 levels at most. Since I've started New Game Plus. So like my guy was like level 300 and what is he now? 14. Okay, so maybe my guy was like level 310 or something like that. Point is, before I started this New Game Plus, he was a higher level than either of my other 2 characters. I'm talking like my base speed. Like this is just an Ichigo build. And yet my guy is way stronger than my OG character. But no, because this is literally based on my favorite anime character of all time. This is the first one, dude. This is literally New Game Plus 1. I never played past New Game Plus 1. There's just no point in that. I never play, like, if I could play the game again on the same difficulty with all my shit, that'd be different. It's like if I played The Witcher 3 over and over again on New Game Plus, it would be because I would already have all my shit I've grinded so long for. Hey look, he's got the same sword as me. And a spear. You see, here's the thing though, Dark Souls 2, it has some good going for it. But there's also just so much bad, I just find myself not even caring about the good anymore. BRB. Exactly, bro, exactly. it's like with me and takeout. Like a lot of times, I know nothing's perfect. There's no such thing as perfect. But like that being said, I can at least take the bad with the good. Because like usually the good outweighs the bad. But here's the thing. It's like when I go to a fast food place, if the bad outweighs the good, then I don't want to eat there most of the time. It's like if I go to freaking, like, here's one, like, okay, I'll be real, there's a lot of places I eat from, but it's like with like KFC. The chicken's okay, like, I can eat it and be satisfied, but it's just so freaking messy, and the sides are not as good as I remember. So it's like if someone gets it, I'm like, yeah, I'll eat some if you're offering. But other times, I would rather get something else if I'm the one who's paying. And that's what Dark Souls 2 is. It's got some good things about it where I can just take them all and be like, oh hey, that's nice. And then other times I'd be like, I fucking hate this game. Like, I am thoroughly convinced whoever enjoys this game has some chick with a whip and leather on right behind them. Like every little mistake you make or every fuck up, just like, whoosh, you're a terrible player. God, I freaking hate this thing. Okay, yeah, oh god, I just realized how short this area is, but it's just that freaking difficult. Are you kidding me right now? That used to be a guaranteed kill, now it's not even a guaranteed. Okay, so let me think about this here. So, my favorite boss, my least favorite boss in Demon Souls is definitely the Dragon God because it's on the cover of the game. It's like supposed to have the most, blah to it. Be like, oh, bread and butter of the whole franchise and everything. It's just a freaking survival game. Like, you get seen once and then you like die instantly. I think you can survive it. Yeah, I think I survived that hit. Like, here's the thing. If you manage to beat the tutorial boss, this is what kills you. Like, you get to loot a couple of items, and then Dragon God sees you, and then just freaking uber serious punch like Satama did to you, and sends you flying. I ain't gonna lie, it was a pretty cool scene, seeing my armor, like, create sparks as I got sent flying across the room. I don't know if it does that for other sets, but I know it did that for, like, the 9th set. But still, like, the whole fact is, like, this big, super powerful creature that can easily one-shot us is trapped by... I don't even know who trapped it, and, like, they got these things there to kill it. I'm like, bro, this is so fucking lame. The hardest boss for me, I would say it's also the Dragon God, but that really just comes down to how good you are at sneaking around, so... The first Berserker. Definitely the first Berserker. I am loving every second of that. Even, like, I haven't beaten the game yet, nor have I figured out all the stuff I want for it. Like, I don't even know what my favorite weapons or armor sets or anything is. And I'm already having such a blast with it. Like, I'm already invested into some of the characters. Like, there was this one character, I was ready to rip him freaking limb. And then I found out, like, the guy was actually a good dude who was trying to help us out. I'm like, oh man, he was a dude. And like the bosses already just like, whoa. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I have raged pretty hard against a few of the bosses already. But it was only for minor complaints. Allow me to explain. I don't know why I'm playing the game on the lowest difficulty because I'm just having fun. But like I found myself getting my health bar completely melted by bosses when they use fire, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like it did piss me off how quickly I died just because the boss was using fire on me. Otherwise, I'd be tearing these guys apart. This is straight up my least favorite. Wait, no, no, he's not. Yes, he is. He is without a doubt my least favorite boss of this game. He's not the one I rage the most at, but he's definitely. Oh, you got to, dude. It is fun. It is beyond fun. Like it'll get you ready for like what a Souls game is like, but it's got an anime look to it as well. So if you like anime, you're definitely gonna love it. It's got like a RPG system to it, which is fine. And at first, I didn't like this at all, but once you beat the giant spider, so spoiler ahead, once you beat the giant spider, you'll unlock the blacksmith. The blacksmith can make you armor sets. Now here's the thing, if you have an entire armor set, like they actually give you a reason to like match armor sets and stuff, the armor sets will give you a bonus for each piece of armor you're wearing. So if you're wearing an entire armor set, you get all the bonuses. Like it's not like, hey, if you're wearing the entire armor set, you get this one bonus. No. For every piece of armor you wear that matches, you get a bonus. And that includes the weapon that goes with it. Like I was running around rocking the bolt set for a while. But I got pretty bored with it, so I just switched up. But here's the other thing I love about it. You can wear all the heavy armor. At first, I was like, I ain't wearing this, it's terrible. And I'm like, yeah, I choose the drip over the actual stat. But then once I'm on the blacksmith, I can make the armor look like whatever I want. So it didn't bug me at all. That was close. He died. Yeah, see, why would you put this here? Like, you know we're going to be rolling around, bobbing and weaving, and yet you put that there. Dude, oh my gosh, dude. Oh, this is my panic attack. Oh yeah, that's like one hit from enemies in that game does not do well. Like I said, I'm playing on it. That is so fun. Maybe I need to play it on the hardest difficulty when I stream it, but as for now, I'm just loving it. You know, I have always been wondering, like, you know, that's actually what I've always wanted from a Souls game. I always wish there was a Souls game where I could just be like a super powerful badass and just have zero problems playing the game. Lo and behold, I got it. Hello, Aldia.
Very true, Monk. Can you see the choice?
No, because I'm not planning on streaming it, and there is no way I can make a true Shikai build unless I do like a, Ultra Greatsword build. So it's just like, if I'm playing, I'm just playing it for fun. Plus, I can't change the guy's appearance, so I can't make him look like Ichigo. Like, you're stuck as the one guy. Which I don't care that I'm stuck playing as this one guy because he's like... It's like if Guts had a son with, any generic busty blonde from anime. Because the guy's a super beast and he's got lots of long hair tied into a ponytail.
Yours, I only.
I'm just gonna keep upgrading my strength so I can just hit harder. I know it's only gonna be like, let's see, is there anything else? Ah, yeah, I've hit all the soft caps for these. Yeah, I know I've already hit all the soft caps for my other levels. Okay, now I gotta think. Where in the hell do I go? I know we've beaten all the bosses. Well, no, like, we've beaten all the big bosses, so now we just gotta find our way there. Like, we can go to the castle now. The question is, how do I get to the castle? I've forgotten how to get to the castle. I think it's, yeah, it's this way. Okay, I remember now. Let me think. Okay, so in Demon Souls, let's see. Okay, for me, the hardest boss is one of two bosses. Now, all the bosses in Demon Souls can be pretty hard, but for me personally, it's aside from the Dragon God himself, because, like, it's really a toss-up. It depends if you get spotted or not by the dragon. But if not him, then it's either the false idol, because you gotta figure out which version of her is the real her. You're constantly getting trapped on magic, and just eat magic at you and just destroy your health bar, and there's like 5 of her doing that. So even if you're trying to hide behind a pillar, like, it almost seems impossible. And if not her, it's definitely the man-eaters. Yeah, the man-eaters are just annoying if you can't kill them. But it was pretty easy with my large sword of searching the last time I played it. So I didn't really hate them that much. Now, my favorite boss of the game is Old King Allant. I know it's a fake version of him, but it was just a cool battle. It felt like an Ichigo versus Aizen moment, and I enjoyed that thoroughly. And I can technically get away with that because it's not the final boss of the game. I gotta talk about that real quick. Everybody like talking about how, like, I remember how, like, this guy I love to watch who just ranks Dark Soul bosses. Like, he really did not like Old King Allant final boss. Or wait, did he? I don't know. I know it's gotten a lot of mixed reviews, but I actually loved it as the final boss. Like, imagine if... Oh, I got the perfect analogy. It's like if a Digimon was the final boss, and then once you finally take him down at his most powerful, he turns back into his starter phase. And he's just rambling like a lunatic, but he just doesn't seem like a threat at all. And I'm like, okay. Like, you almost feel bad for him. But I'm gonna go ahead and name another one of my favorite bosses, aside from King Allant and those two. If it's not those guys, then I'm gonna go with the Dark Lurker. The Dark Lurker is a Flame Lurker, my bad. Definitely not the Dark Lurker. The Flame Lurker is definitely one of my favorite bosses in the game. Even though it's ridiculously hard, I still had a fun time fighting him. Like, once I finally beat him, I was like, yeah! Wait a minute. Actually, yeah. The Flame Lurker is my other favorite boss because a lot of the other bosses just felt kind of ass to me. Like, the one you gotta fight with the Storm Ruler, it's so annoying having, like, waiting for her to come back so you can just nail her with the Storm Ruler again. I don't even think that's the name of it, it's not the Storm Ruler. The old hero, like, if you have the Thief Ring, it's easy, but it didn't really feel like a good 1v1 even if you don't have it. The Adjudicator was terrible. Like, just trying to fight that thing was horrible. And, like, the fact that, like, none of our weapon... I can't say the, I don't know the name, but like
This
flame
can,
marker.
but
No, not
nonetheless,
flame.
to bring an
Leech
end.
monger, trash. Dirty golem, trash. All right, let me think. What else? The one with the woman and that overpowered NPC protecting her, that was actually a pretty good one. But it's definitely not a favorite of mine because it just makes me feel such an asshole. And you can't even sit there and enjoy her dialogue because you're gonna get poisoned if you do. Because like the area she's sitting in will just freaking curse you or poison you or something like that, so it just ruins it. Yeah, Adjudicator asked the old hero, not terrible, but not really groundbreaking. Armor Spider, annoying as hell. Dragon God, just terrible. Let's see. Yeah, the Man-Eaters wasn't so horrible, except for the fact they keep flying away and they just gang up on you. You gotta worry about falling to your death. The false idol just freaking hitting you all the time. That was super annoying. Damn it. Like, it was so freaking annoying. Like, the only reason I can name, like, all these bosses is because there were actually, like, a few bosses. Uh-huh. I'm so pissed. Oh my god, bro. I'm Yeah. See, like, my level and a random red NPC managed to kill me. Like 12:30. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. Alright, Dude. Oh my god, see, I just get hit everywhere. The Flame Lurker was at least a cool and memorable boss. It did also drive me nuts, and I felt like it was kind of BS sometimes, but at least it was a cool boss. Alright, let me think. I'm trying to remember all the bosses. Oh, yeah, okay, aside from them, it's definitely the Penetrator. That was a cool boss. Only thing I didn't like about him was like how he just killed me in like 2 to 3 hits. You know what, I am in a big Flame Lurker over the Penetrator. Okay, now let me think here. So yeah, that's my tier list for that. Okay, so Dark Souls 1. This is gonna be way easier. My spirit boss is the Beta Chaos. Yeah. There's this fat guy in front of the gate, and then the Penetrator's sword just stabs right through him. And then he just walks around with the guy on his shoulder before he eats him at you. Like, you can still see the guy's corpse even as the battle starts. I think that's really cool. See, I don't want to do this, but these guys can just tank up behind each other and just keep swinging. That motherfucker. Dude. I'm gonna flip the fuck out, man. That's a random ass NPC, and it can kill me that easily. I got freaking my stats. Dude. See, this is why I hate Dark Souls 2. This is why I freaking hate it. I grind my ass off to become ridiculously strong. I got maxed out items, and this is how easily I die. Dude, Dante build or not, next time I play, you know what, this is just a wake up sign. It's like, my guy is freaking... I'm level fucking, like, what level am I? Fucking level 315 or something like that. I'm getting two-shotted by a random red NPC on New Game Plus 1. This is New Game Plus 1. And plus, I'm trying not to freak out. I am so trying not to freak out, dude. Oh my god, dude, like, what weapon is it? Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and look this up real quick. Hang on. Like I was trying to figure out like what the best weapon in Dark Souls 2 was, but I can't switch my build anyway, so it's pointless to watch. That was one hit. Oh my god, now he's just spamming it. I love like when I swing, no one's around. Dude. Guys, I'm trying so hard, but this game, dude. How much longer do I gotta do this? Oh my god, I got another 37 minutes. Another 37 minutes. And yes, I am keeping count. I hate this game. I know, dude. I know. Like, I have played so many Dark Souls games, and this one really pisses me off because, like, I've grinded for so long. I think my character might be his most powerful in this one. Alright, so let me see. In Dark Souls 1, my least favorite boss is definitely the Bed of Chaos, and the one that drives me in the nuts the most is definitely also the Bed of Chaos. Mostly because it's just a terrible boss. It's a mandatory required boss, and I cannot freaking stand it. My favorite boss of the whole game is a Taurus from the DLC, but since it's from the DLC, I consider that cheating, so I have to pick a one from the main game. And right off the bat, my favorite boss from the main game is definitely Gwyn, but he's the final boss, so that's also cheating in my book. So, I'm going with... Nah, bro, it wasn't boring. It was nightmare. Like, even you unlock the shortcut to the thing, there's this overpowered Titanite monster in the way. Like, it is the most powerful of the game. And ironically, it's also the one you can farm for Demon Titanite. Excuse me. And then, like, the only saving grace about this boss is, like, if you inevitably die, you don't have to do it all again. So I can just throw it a bomb right there. No, I hate those guys. Like, they just kept sneaking up on me because I try not to do summons in the game. I try to do everything by myself. It just absolutely pissed me off how, like, they would not leave me alone. It's like I could never find an opening with one because his buddy was right behind him. But yeah, my favorite is a Taurus because of his design, his lore, everything about him was just so cool. I already mentioned that. My other favorite boss, other than Gwen and a Taurus, is gotta be... Nice, open up. Let me see. Okay, nice. Alright, so... Alright, one of my other favorite boss in Dark Souls 1, I'm trying to think of one that's like, See, the thing is, I know I already thought about this, but my dumbass has already forgot. What is my other favorite boss of Dark Souls? It's Sif. I'm just gonna be honest, it's Sif. I always try not to say Sif because just fighting her is so heartbreaking, but she deserves it. Sif is definitely my favorite. And yes, I did mention how much of a simp I am for Priscilla, but it wouldn't be fair for me to say she's my favorite boss, and I've never even fought her. It just, that feels like cheating, you know what I mean? So I go with Sif because you can get the best weapon. You can get a Taurus' Greatsword from her, and if you do the DLC first and rescue her in the DLC, she can help you fight Manus, which is pretty cool. And she will actually remember you from the past when you saved her. And like, you actually try to reach out and pet her, and then she's just like, lets out a sad howl. And I'm like, you really gotta fight? So yeah. Alright, let's see. For Dark Souls 2, yep, I'm gonna do Dark Souls 2. My favorite boss of all of them is definitely the Fume Knight. See, the door was already opening. But yeah, Fume Knight, he's my absolute favorite. Like, I love his armor and everything. Exactly, bro. So yeah, it's definitely like... It's definitely, Fume Knight for Dark Souls 2. Now, my favorite... These DLCs that's cheating... Oh, I forgot to... Dude, I'm gonna be real, like, I hate a lot of these bosses in this game. Alright, we gotta be super... Alright, yep, we got it. Alright, that's the key to a DLC. Now we gotta be super careful when we come back here because we gotta go over Ichigo's head, we gotta go over there, we gotta kill an enemy, that way it'll unlock the door. But you can't just go around trigger happy killing all the enemies in here because the doors will open, and behind each one of these doors is one of these motherfuckers. Yeah, they're alive and they will attack you. Worse, the doors will stay open, they will respawn, and the second you walk through this door again, they will all jump you. So, yeah, my least favorite boss in Dark Souls 2 is the Dark Lurker, because it's base game. I gotta go through 3 different areas, fight overpowered phantoms, I gotta give up humanity, a rare item in the game, and like it's bad enough as it is. And like if I die, I think if I lose to it, I gotta sacrifice another humanity just to get another shot at it. It's, it's a work in progress. Like, this is the build. Like, I just gotta get the outfit, and then boom, I'm done. I couldn't get the outfit because I killed the guy who sold it. I tried to bring him back, but it just didn't work. I blame the game. You don't put an item like that in there and not expect us to get it. I do think it's pretty cool we can go up to her painting and it curses us. It's like, oh hey look, a pretty lady, and we walk up to it and then we just suddenly get cursed. We're like, whoa, what the hell? It makes you sit back and go, what the fuck? So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I freaking absolutely hate the Dark Lurker. Like, it was bad enough on its own, but then it freaking multiplies, and then you gotta deal with 2 overpowered magic spammers. I'm like, oh no! Yeah, like, I have a problem with lots of bosses in this game, like, even in the DLC, especially how, like, I gotta go through reindeer-infested territory, get my ass handed to me. Yeah, I freaking hate that. My guy he's like level 316. Yeah, I grinded for a lot because this was supposed to be Ichigo at its strongest, that's in your Blood War, so I just wanted to make him as overpowered as he could be. I've hit the soft caps for most of it except for attunement, and I'd only skip attunement because it's just for magic and stuff, and I won't be using any magic. And I'm just keep upgrading his strength to increase his attack damage. That's basically my game plan.
You have fought admirably on your journey, cursed undead. I am the...
I'm just skipping the dialogue. Like, I'm sure everyone's ever heard it. I know, bro. I know, bro, but that's why I said I'm done with Dark Souls 2. Despite my grind, I'm still getting my ass handed to me. Alright, we gotta hurry up and end this guy. Let's go. Oh, you're already... Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Drink. Damn it. This is what I absolutely hate about this one. This is such a terrible boss design. Despite my levels, I'm easily getting ganked up. I hate this fucking. See, they can just hit through each other. This is just BS, dude. Like, if I didn't just take so much damage despite my level, I wouldn't be freaking whining about this so much. Yeah, so my least favorite boss of this game is the Dark Lurker, because even on base game, it drove me nuts, and then I gotta find it again on New Game Plus, and I absolutely hate it. I cannot stand this boss. Other than the Fume Knight, my favorite boss in this game is the Smelter Demon. Yeah, it's a base game boss, so it doesn't bother me at all. Ah, yeah, that guy. That's a live gargoyle, by the way. I can't, dude. If I do a Dante run, I have to play. Well, I can't do Demon Souls because there is no red outfit, but I can't do it for Dark Souls 1, then Dark Souls 3, and then Elden Ring and not do 2. But this time, I'm just gonna learn my lesson and just not grind as much. Since I grinded to 50 in Dark Souls 2, I'm just gonna cap it at 25 from here on out. That's all I'm gonna do. Like, once I hit 25, once I beat the same boss 25 times in a row, I'll be like, I'm done. I'll be done. I'll just get good and just keep trying until I win. But I don't think I'll be doing any Dark Soul videos. Exactly, dude. Exactly. Here's the thing, I don't think I could do any anime build and just have fun. Like, if I was going with an Escanor build, imagine that. Like, you get an axe and you're just walking through this game, and you've buffed up your character to, like, have the best stats of all time, and you still get your ass whooped easily. Yep, and there's... Nope, I'm not fighting. If you're not a boss, I'm not gonna bother. I know technically he is a boss, but I don't have to fight him. Okay, I'm confused. I thought I went the right way. Alright, let me think. Oh yeah, so oh yeah, Dark Souls 3, duh, my bad. Okay, so my favorite boss in Dark Souls 3 is... And this was a tough one for me to pick, but it's the Lord of Cinder. Like, oh, right, now I remember what I gotta do. Right. Bro. Yeah. Alright, so let me think. And Dark Souls 3. Oh, yeah, I'm also gonna, real quick, just name my favorite weapon in each Souls game, just so you guys get to know me better. My favorite weapon in Dark Souls, or in Demon Souls, is the Large Sword of Searching. I think it's a cool weapon. Like, it took me a while to figure out what my favorite weapon was, and I just had a blast with this weapon. Like, I already mentioned how amazing it was. Like, one, it makes me feel like I'm using Ichigo's True Shikai sword, and I absolutely love his True Shikai form. Even though I'm just using the one blade, it's still cool. I already know what's in that chest. I don't care. I don't need it. I already got max healing. Like, increases your item discovery, so you can get extra healing items. Like, the grass you have to eat to heal yourself in Demon Souls, because you don't have the Estus Blast, so you gotta eat grass to heal. And it's super fast. Like, it's as big as a great sword, but it swings as fast as any other weapon in the game. And you can swing the sucker so fast you actually notice the bleed damage. Well, other weapons like the katana, I know it's called the Uchi katana, I just call it a katana for save myself some trouble. Or like the Blood Urge, the Great Sword. Like these things just don't do the bleed build as fast. So this is why I just absolutely love this weapon. It looks cool. It's amazing. Like all the things it does for it. Like everyone goes on about how great the Butcher's Knife is. I'm like, that's fine, but I'll stick with my large sword of searching. Thank you. Like I was mind blown that there weren't any videos on this thing in Dark Souls or on Demon Souls. 'Cause, like I remember looking this shit up when I was doing my Ichigo build. Damn it. I actually forgot I gotta do this. Alright, let me think. My favorite weapon in Dark Souls 1 is... This is so fucking painful for me to admit. It used to be the Sword of a Taurus, because I freaking loved it. It looks cool. It's so amazing. You can actually hit Ghost with it. Your stats meet the requirement. So you don't have to use the spell Transit Curse, or I don't know, whatever. Something, Transmutant Curse, I don't know. You guys know what I'm talking about if you play Dark Souls. So yeah, it's cool. But I know what you're thinking. Well, Ron, what's wrong? The Zweihander. Yeah, the Zweihander. Like, here's the thing. I used the Zweihander just for shits and giggles when I was trying to make my Ichigo build. And I did not realize how meta this thing was. Its attacks are better. Its R2 attack is like an overhanded attack. So it can like hit multiple enemies at once, safely from a distance. And wow, this thing's still going. And here's the number one thing, the coup de grace on why I love the Zweihander so much. For one, it's easy to get, easy to upgrade. Two, y'all ready? I can stun bosses. Like, you know how your character just, like, you know, flinches when you're trying to do something, and then they get their attacks interrupted, and that's super annoying? Even if you're swinging like a giant hunk of metal and someone just hits you with a knife. Yeah, the fact I can do this to the boss, I'm like, I can hurt the boss? Yeah, I did that to Smo the last time I played it, getting ready to do my Ichigo build. So when I saw that I stunned Smo every time he got ready to do something, or like, same with Ornstein, I was like, oh, whoa. And here's the thing, like one thing I was having trouble with when I was playing the DLC was the Taurus, because he was stacking his buffs. So he was one-shotting me despite my health bar. But with the Zweihander, I could interrupt his buff. I never did that before. So yeah, one looks better, but one just is better. Oh, for crying out loud, why are there so many people here? Dude, he's got the washing pole. Yeah, you see, this is some bullshit. This is just a random red-ass phantom. Yeah, so like, I like a Taurus's great sword the most. Like, if I could pick one just to have, I would pick that one. But if I had to actually use one in the game, Zweihander, should Zweihander every freaking time, dude. It's just better in every way except for looks, and I can't just ignore that. Like, it pains me to say that, but yeah. Alright, moving on to Dark Souls 2. I don't have any. A dead ass. I just don't have any. Because, like, none of the weapons are powerful enough to just make it easy for me, and no matter how cool they look, I'm just like... But I'll go ahead and pick one. It's these two. It's the Smelter Sword and the H Smelter Sword, because, like I said, you can dual wield them, and you can do an awesome dual-handed overhead attack. I can't deal with Ichigo because its stats aren't at the correct level. But I can do it with my other character. It was pretty cool. Oh god! Yeah, if enemies hit you while you're interacting with a fog gate in the game, you will be thrown out of the fog gate animation, and then you'll just get ganked up and die. Oh yeah, it's not a bad weapon at all. I just want these weapons to like do a good true Shikai build, because it has a cool moveset for each weapon. Alright, let me think here. What is the other one? Oh, yeah, there is none, my bad. Okay, moving on to Dark Souls 3. That one's a bit more tricky. For me, and don't worry, I'm not going to forget Bloodborne. I just like to do Dark Souls 1 through 3. I don't like to do Dark Souls 1 and 2 and then go to Bloodborne and then go to 3 because that just gets confusing because those things are different. So I do Dark Souls 3, then I do Bloodborne. I know that Dark Souls 3 can count after Bloodborne, but still. Oh. My favorite weapon in Dark Souls 3 is... Shit! I was guzzling my soda. Dude, watching those guys just run up. Oh yeah, I definitely get you. Like, I was just going... Like, I'm on a quest to do, like, a true Shikai build, because, like, Ichigo's true Shikai is my favorite form. Like, ever since they put him on Rebirth of the Souls, that's been my go-to character, other than Neliel. Like, I played as all the Ichigos, but once True Shikai came out, I just made him my main. Alright, so let me think here. In Dark Souls 3, my favorite weapon... I'm gonna start with the bosses, okay. So in Dark Souls 3, my least favorite boss is... I really gotta think about this. It's... Sister Frey. Let me be clear, I don't think she's a horrible boss, but for me, she's my least favorite boss. Yeah, dude, it was like that scene from Ed, Edd and Eddy where they all pretend to be each other, and Eddie's hiding in Double D's room, and then the door slowly opens with the alarm blaring, and Kevin's just right there cracking his knuckles, getting ready to beat the crap out of Eddie. Yeah, that's how I felt. But like, yeah, Sister Frey, she's so freaking hard no matter what level I am. And you gotta get through 3 boss fights with whatever you have on hand. Like, you don't get life gems in that game. You just get your Estus Blast. And I was using a flame sword when I fought her, so I'm like, bro. Like, first round, she's difficult enough as it is. Ugh. Second fight, she's just playing nursemaid while the big guy tries to carry your shit up. Third boss fight, dude, I would rather fight anyone else. I would rather fight Madeir. No, wait, I'm gonna change my mind. I'm changing my mind. I just realized a worse boss. I can't remember their names off the top of my head, but they're called the Demon Princes, I think. I don't know. See, here's the thing. At least with Prey, you get to fight her one-on-one, even if it's for multiple rounds. And I actually enjoy that. It kind of feels like a long, drawn-out... You know, I'll tell you what it feels like. It feels like a record of Ragnarok fight, and I'm a huge fan of that series, even though sometimes I absolutely hate it. I like how back and forth it can get in some of the fights. Because, like, you never know if it's over until it's over, and that's just what I love about it. I mean, I know I've ranted before about how I'm just so ready to drop Record of Ragnarok like a bad habit, and I will. Like, if... I'm not trying to be, like, a freaking spoiled fan here and everything, but if Kentoki loses against Odin after the big-ass emotional build-up he had to his fight, I'm done. I am so done. Like, here's the thing. Even before I liked Kentoki, I wanted him to win. You know why? Oh my god, dude. See what I mean, dude? One hit just stopped my freaking momentum. At level 300 and something, one freaking hit. Oh my god, they're right on my tail. And they're still just wailing on me, and the doors of my... Dude. This is awful. You piece of rage. I'm so fucking hard not to rage, bro. Yeah, I'm not trying to be a spoiled fan here, but like, it's not just like I'm so emotionally invested. Like, I get it. They want me to love every one of the fighters. I do. I get that not every single fighter can win. But for me, I stopped having any slight interest in Record of Ragnarok once Leonidas just fought out of nowhere. I'm like, wait, he's fighting already? I thought he was going to be like saved till last or something because of how, you know, meta Leonidas is all the time. Like, everyone was hyping him up as the final guy to fight Odin. So when he just randomly fought Apollo out of nowhere, I'm like, okay. And I don't hate his design, but damn, I really wish we would have gotten something more, you know, historically accurate for him. Kind of like in that Fate show. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's called Fate Grand Porter, but I remember I saw an AMV for him. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I mean, I do like... I mean, his past version of himself looked pretty good, but I'm just rambling here. But like, here's the thing, why I really wanted Kentoki to win even before I got invested into the dude. He is the last muscle dude on Record of Ragnarok. He is, like, out of all the humans who were like jacked dudes, and I know Koldra was jacked, I just mean like guys who are ridiculously strong. Like, every other dude who's just been ridiculously strong has lost. And quite frankly, I'm getting pissed. I'm getting so fucking pissed. I'm like, really? Not one muscle dude can win his battle? Everyone's just gonna die? Like, freaking Lubu, lost. Rhydon, lost. Leonidas, lost. And by the way, sorry if I just spoiled it for you, but at this point, since they've even done it on Netflix, I would assume everyone's seen it. Oh, yeah, sure, thanks. Let's all just spam the missiles. Dude, no, how do I even take a hit? That's all I did? Dude, I really did spam this one. Just die. Okay, okay. I just gotta calm down and oh my god. So like yeah, like I'm just super invested in it now because of Toki. I mean hell, he has me wanting to get axes. I have never liked axes in my life, and now I want one. Better leave the bracing knuckle ring on. Knowing my dumbass, I'll probably forget it's on. Alright, we're gonna switch that ring just so we can tank more of these magic hits. And yeah, I did upgrade his stats to where he could like survive some hits like the base cap or something like that. I think. I don't know, it's been a bit. But I haven't played this game in a while and I'm okay with that because I was playing the Sly trilogy. Some random ass dude with a butcher knife is easy killing. See, this is what pisses me off. I'm just getting so easily clapped by these guys. These are random NPCs like me. Dude, this is what I freaking hate about Dark Souls 2 is like these red phantoms just spawn. They're just other players. Like, I know they're not really other players because it's offline. But still, dude. Still. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Dude, that new Doom game was easier on all the hardest difficulties in the shit. God, freaking motherfucker. See, look at all this crap I got. Oh my god, dude, I'm trying not to have a freaking mental breakdown here. I'm getting so fucking sick of this shit, bro. Yep, I remember that. Dude, I got like freaking kind of like Vietnam flashbacks to this damn place. I'm just like, wait a minute. There's somebody behind me who's gonna eat magic at me. And lo and behold, I freaking called it. I've already had to use like, here's the thing, I want you to think about this, like, max health I have and I'm still getting my ass whooped. Just how powerful I am. I even got like the magic ring +3 on to keep my ass alive and I'm still getting my ass whooped. Oh. Ooh, heartburn. Oh god. Alright, let me think. I was talking about like yeah, Dark Souls 3. Okay, so my least favorite bosses are the Demon Princes of the Ring City DLC because like you gotta fight both these guys at the exact same time. They're huge, their hitboxes are ass. And once you kill one, the other one gets up, and it's like with Ornstein and Smo, but even after all this time I fought them, I don't really know the difference between the two of them. Sorry, I'm just like locked in here, so I'm just trying to focus. Alright, now that I can think straight, because I don't have to worry about dying every 2 seconds. Oh yeah, this is another thing. Look. Dude, this is literally like the Vietnam of freaking Souls games. Like, see that sudden movement, dude. That sudden movement where like, it's like I was tracking through deep water and then I wasn't. It made me feel like I was about to fall to my death. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna stop there, but I am gonna keep talking for like just a couple of seconds just to talk about the other Soul games. Okay, so let me think here. Yes, and Dark Souls 3, my least favorite bosses are the Demon Twin Princes because at least Sister Freya, you get to fight her like one face after the other, and it's just a 1v1. Even when it's like her and the old man ganging up on you, it's mostly just him going berserk while she's playing defense half the time, just trying to keep him healed up. So I can get over that. Like, it does feel like a regular Ragnarok fight. It is extremely difficult, yes, but it does feel somewhat more rewarding. The Demon Princes, just cheesy ass BS. Like, you got two guys ganging up on you. They're huge. Their hitboxes are ridiculous. And when you kill one, like, depending on which one you kill, the other one gets back up and he goes freaking Super Saiyan 2 on your ass. So I'm not really a fan of those guys at all. My favorite boss is definitely going to be the Lord of Cinder. Yeah, I'm not giving it to one of the DLC bosses. They're not all terrible. Like Gale, Sister Free, and Radir, they're pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But like, I just like everything about the Lord of Cinder. Like that boss fight is just pretty cool, especially because it's supposed to be the first Dark Souls player. Like that's the very first dude. So the fact he pulls out everything, it's just like we're going against that guy. It's kind of like if like I played Dark Souls 1 as Ichigo, and then in Dark Souls 3 I had to play as Asta, and even when I pop out all the stuff Asta can do, I see all the shit Ichigo can do, so it's just pure nostalgia, dude. Like, I would definitely be getting in my feelings if that was like a game or something. But that is the final boss, so I know it's cheating, so I have to pick another one, and that's easy for me. I already thought about this ahead of time. It is the Abyss Walkers. I freaking love their outfits, I love their hats, I love their weapons, I love everything about the guys. They're a covenant dedicated to a Taurus. They got, like, you go to talk to a giant wolf to join their covenant. I love it all. Love it. My favorite weapon in the game is... That's a tough one. If it's not... Okay, looks-wise, it's like... I think his name's Godwyn, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Godwyn's sword. He's like that prince who crawls around and swings at you and he just moans all the time while his little brother just says random shit while riding on his back half the time. Yeah, his flame sword looks pretty dope. It's pretty cool, so I like it. However, I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. The Dragon Axe is way better in all other departments. I just use this one because I like swords more and it looks cooler, but if I ever have to go just meta trying to get an easy win, I'm pulling out that axe. For Bloodborne, this will be easy. My favorite boss in Bloodborne is, this isn't just simp talking, I legit just like her, is Lady Maria, I think her name is. Yeah, Lady Maria, the hunter, yeah. The only thing I hate about her is like, well, I remember seeing this funny comic by these guys who did these comics called the Dragon Riders, super cute comic series about a triple punk who turns into a respectable husband and father because he met the love of his life. Like, it's a pretty good series. I definitely recommend you give it a watch. Yeah, like, they did a comic where, like, the hunter's reaching for her katana, and, of course, because it's a comic, you know, she's a bit more thick, and her hand just shoots up out of nowhere, grabbing his hand, and she just opens one eye, like, what are you reaching for? And it's like, the katana, the katana, the katana! Like, he doesn't say anything, but, like, I'm just screaming, like, the katana! But when I replayed Bloodborne, she didn't have a katana in her hand. I mean, okay, maybe bro is just reaching for her shoulder, but, like, I don't know, maybe he was or something. I don't know. But like in the comic, it made sense because you were reaching for the katana. I just find it stupid that you beat the boss and they're using their weapon against you, but you can't get the weapon from the boss. You have to go do all this other BS to get I can't get this about Lady Maria. She uses her katana against us, yet we have to go down a well to find the thing. Like, how does that make any sense, Like, it's got nothing to do with the area just being ridiculously hard to get into, and you got these overpowered creatures you gotta kill to get the weapon, but like, how does she use it? Like, the lore about it is cool. She couldn't stand the sight of it anymore because she lost her way, so she threw it down a well. Then what the hell was she fighting us with? You know what I mean? Whatever, anyway. Okay, so she's definitely my favorite boss of the game. My least favorite boss, it's not even a contest. My least favorite boss, oh wait, she's DLC, so that's cheating. Okay, well if it's not her, then it's definitely German the First Hunter, but he's the final boss of the game. Even if, you fight the other boss, I still consider the final boss, so that's kind of cheating on my part, so I'm going to pick another one. So if it's not him, it's definitely the... What is it? You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say it's either Father Gascon or the Bloodstarved Beast. I like Father Gascon because I like how we're going up against a feral hunter, and then he just turns into a werewolf. So I thought that was pretty cool. I know it wasn't an actual werewolf, but still. And then oh yeah, but the Bloodstarved Beast, after all the hell I went through getting that deep down, and then you just walk through the fog gate, and then you just see this abomination slowly crawling towards you while that music's blaring. That is straight out of a horror movie. So let's see, after that, oh yeah, my favorite weapon in the game, it's definitely my greatsword. I like how my guy just holds it on his shoulder when he's not two-handing it. It makes me think of Dante from Devil May Cry, so it's kind of like a Rebellion knockoff, so I'm a huge fan of that. Because otherwise, you can't have a greatsword on your shoulder like any other weapon. Like any other big weapon, you're always two-handing it. Well, with this one, it feels like you're one-handing it, so it's pretty cool. Alright, did I pick a least favorite boss? Oh yeah, my least favorite boss of Bloodborne is the dude with the cage on his head. I hate how sometimes he can just one-shot me with his magic attacks, so I gotta be super careful. Even when my health is just ridiculously through the roof. And then, just chasing him around is utter agony. It's I don't even know, the best way to describe it. Okay, moving on. I'm not gonna keep going about this long. Let's see. I can't do Sekiro. I only played Sekiro the one time, and all the bosses just felt like hell for me. For Code Vein, I'm gonna go with my favorite boss is probably. I enjoyed most of the bosses in Code Vein. My favorite boss in that one's probably the final boss. And actually, it's kind of ironic because it's also my least favorite boss. Now, let me explain. When it's this big guy I used to work for, and he's got this wolf theme going on, he looks like a werewolf. I thought that was pretty cool. I know we're taking vampires, and I'd rather be team werewolf, but I still thought it was a pretty cool thing to feel. It's I gave my character little wolf ears on his head, to make yours truly. So it really felt like the runt versus the alpha, so symbolic. It was just a really great fight for me. And then after I beat him, he just does the most generic-ass basic thing in gaming. He turns into a big, scary, dragon-like monster, and that's how we gotta end this. I'm like, dude, are you shitting me? And it super punished me for using my greatsword build. Even when I'm using all the stats for my greatsword build to make me a tank, I'm still taking ass amounts of damage, so I gotta switch my load up so I can dodge out of the way in time. Because he'll constantly spam this AoE attack whenever you're under him. I'm like, oh my god. Alright, now let me think. Okay, we're on the last one here. Don't worry, I'm about to shut up and move on to Bleach. Okay, so an Elden Ring for me, oh, I forgot my favorite weapon in Code Vein. I don't really have one. I'm still experimenting with weapons. It's usually a great sword, and it might be another sword. I don't know. But just know if it's a great sword, I would really like it. Because I'm just constantly picking up these ultra great swords in Code Vein. I'm like, kick fucking ass, dude. These are all amazing. Like, I'm just such a simp for all the great swords in Code Vein. Let's see. For Elden Ring. Okay, my least favorite boss in Elden Ring has got to be the final boss. Yeah, that is my least favorite boss in Elden Ring. Like, it's just a giant generic like Cosmo dragon. And it's got in hitting it is such a pain in the ass. Keeping up with it is such a pain in the ass. I didn't even know I could ride Torrent when I was freaking fighting him the first few times. And like, he's got the best farming weapon in the game, and he's the last boss. And I have to fight him right after another boss that's completely different from him. So yeah, I absolutely fucking hate that boss. Like, of all the bosses in this game that's famous for, I hate this one the most. My favorite boss, Melania. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Melania. She doesn't feel too ridiculously hard. And I like the fight between us, and I'm not breaking my rules because she's not a DLC boss, she's not an endgame boss, she's a side boss that you have to go out of your way to find in the base game. So, yeah. My favorite weapon in Dark Souls or in Elden Ring are any two great swords I can give the bleed build to. I usually go for like I think the iron great swords, like they're super hard to get, and like I usually farm them near that place that leads. It's like a place with a bunch of like ants and shit. There's some beastmen lurking around, and like you can farm the red-haired ones for these swords. I got two of those. I'll clip bleed to both of them, and I'll just do the jump build over and over again. Now, I'm also going to quickly, this is just a very quick ranking. I'm going to rank all your main waifus from each game, because in all these games, you get a baddie who meets you back at base camp, who just keeps pushing you on. Alright, let's see. Dead last, the chick from this one. Like, I don't really feel a connection to her at all. Nope. Wait. I stand corrected. It's the one from Dark Souls 1. Like, she's just non-existent. You barely even know she's there. It seems like the person who's your confidant, like the person you just talk to in Dark Souls 1 is that guy who's just an asshole to you. And it feels like once you talk to the dark chick in Dark Souls 1, she just doesn't want to talk to you anymore, so it's like, oh, okay. But that's not saying much, because then right after, it's Dark Souls 2. I only said Dark Souls 1 because there's like no baddies in this game, almost. But in Dark Souls 1, I at least got Priscilla. My Priscilla. So I'm just like, eh. After her, I'm gonna go with the Firekeeper from... No, I will put the Firekeeper over the redhead chick from Elden Ring. I don't hate her by any means, but she just didn't really do it for me, like, compared to the others. Firekeeper, I love the Firekeeper. I love how she reacts to my emails. She always makes me feel happy and everything like that. So yeah, definitely the Firekeeper. But yes, I am going to rank the doll over the Firekeeper. Why? Because I'm super biased. You know, I'm super biased because, and I decided to call her Dolly. I have personally named this character. I call her Dolly. She's not a doll, she's Dolly to me. Bloodborne was my very first Souls game, so Dolly being by my side through it all, like anytime I came back, and like I remember emoting to her, and I just loved how she would act. Like if I did some emote, she would clap, or she would tilt her head, or she would do a curtsy bow. I loved it all, and how she was like with us throughout every ending, it just made me happy. Now there is one more, and it's not just because she's a waifu, okay? But yes, it is Io from Code Vein. Io is my top favorite confidant in all these games. It's got nothing to do with her being a busty waifu. It's got nothing to do with that. It's just she's with us from point A to point B, and whenever something would happen to her in the early cutscenes, I was like just getting super pissed. And I'm like, oh, you mother! Like nothing too horrible happened, you guys. Just like some guy was being a dickhead to her because like we got taken prisoner to like do some farming or whatever. So like the whole time I was like going through the first area, like when I get back up there, that motherfucker is dead. Like I was out for blood against this gaming character. Cause like he was mean to my shorty in the game. But like then like I think like he got killed off by someone else. Like I don't know. But yeah, like I went through all the extra effort to make sure I got the bonus ending in Code Vein. Because like if you do everything right, not only will you get the best ending, but I think your character gets like another version of her. Or something. I don't know. Like all I know is our character turned around, they looked off in the distance, and they said EO. And I'm like, as in REO? Like I don't know what happened. Alright, that's gonna do it for this one. Thank you all for watching. Should I like, subscribe, take more play, comments down below. Love y'all. Remember to keep watching that crazy run. Woof woof.